Mr. Chairman, the AGM seemed to have a different feeling about it this year compared to previous years.
Yeah. Interesting, because it's my third AGM and we were actually giving a pretty tough message from those accounts. Over that period we've gone from an income each year of over 75 million down to 28 million. That is the reality of the end of parachute payments in the Championship, but we're top of the league. And we're not only top of the league, we're playing some really good football. And we're not only playing some really good football and scoring goals, but you can actually see the recruitment policy bearing fruit, all the work Stuart and Daniel have done to bring in players. You can also see the academy delivering, young stars, Max Aarons, Jamal Lewis, Tom Cantwell, who, at the beginning of the season, I don't think we thought would be getting in the first team, pushing out older, more experienced, sometimes more expensive players because they're delivering. And so I think what we've been saying to this place for the last couple of seasons is it's not only about money, it's also about the kind of club you are and whether you plan for the long term and whether you do your recruitment well and whether you strengthen your academy. And I think the sense in the room was that we're starting to see that really delivering. Look, we're not naive because it's hard, it's only November, and there's lots of Championship clubs with more money than us, but that 97th minute goal against Millwall, the whole of Carrow Road thought we could do it. They passed it 5 or 6 times, didn't hoof it upfield. It was Daniel Farke's style of football delivering a great win, and can only put you in a good mood, can't it?
Ed, I hate to bring this up, but the AGM last year, you did say that the jury was still out on Daniel and Daniel Farke and Stuart Webber. Has the jury returned its verdict yet?
Look, the jury's always out a little bit because, you've got to keep winning up against clubs with more money to spend. But Daniel said when he came in 18 months ago, he had a vision for how the football should be played. And that was a big change, including for some of the squad he inherited. And Stuart had a vision for how you could deliver a recruitment policy which, with less money, delivered more quality and replaced some of the great players who had to move on. Even in August and September, I think there was some scepticism among some of our fans, even some of the local media, about whether it was really going to deliver. And you'd have to say in the last couple of months, it's not just we've won, and it's not just we've scored goals. We have played with a togetherness and a technical superiority. I've been at loads of games where we're 1-0 down at half time, and you think we're better than them. And then we go on and win. Forest, Sheffield Wednesday, the Millwall game in a different way. So, let's be cautious. The financial situation is very hard for this football club, but there is, I think, something special happening. I think the verdict's looking okay at the minute.
Good news, good news. Obviously got to ask you about Stuart Webber's future, because that has come up with obviously the reported interest from Southampton, and likewise Daniel Farke's contract. I know Stuart is hopeful that something will get sorted out and everyone wants it, but from the board's perspective, you must be really keen to get that sorted out too. Well,
look, we want Daniel to stay. He's clearly delivering, and not just delivering results, but also a change of football culture in a very positive way, the kind of football we as Norwich fans like to see. There's been some good conversations, and we want Daniel to stay. I think with Daniel and with Stuart, it's not just that they're delivering, but they're also both of them making their reputations. It's very exciting to see people with a vision succeeding, and they're succeeding here at this football club, and we want that success to go on for as long as it can. So we will do everything we can to keep this team together. The team, Daniel and Stuart, the team on the pitch, the sense of team you see at Carrow Road and Coney from the board down. Stuart from the beginning has always said, real change means that it's bigger than any one person, and he's right about that. And so it's about systems, and it's about the culture, and it's about making sure that whatever individual change there is, the whole carries on. So, but look, we want to keep Daniel and Stuart.
Cheers, Ed. Thank you very much.
Good.